everybody. Welcome to another episode of Burning Briefs. I'm your host, Class. This is my co-host,
Mr. J. What's
and
going on?
yeah, we're at it again. And today we have a special guest. Today we have our special guest. Today is named Lorenzo Evangelista. Right?
There you go.
All right. Yes. And this guy, let me tell you, is having quite a social media success. Congratulations on that. And today he just turned. Oh, yesterday he just turned 32. Happy birthday on that, brother.
So much, guys.
Now, wanted to do an interview with you because honestly, bro, you seem like a fun guy. The Instagram, social media Funko Pops that you put out are like they got me wanting to buy them. And
there's definitely a lot of buzz behind them.
Thank you so much.
That like I didn't even know they had. You know?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
He has his own pop.
Yeah, like there are dude, you got your own pop. Congratulations on that. How did that play out? Like
years of collecting.
Or did they do that for you?
Oh, actually, you can go to Funko Hollywood and then you can start making your own. But I was like one of the first to do it.
Dude, that's amazing. Man, yeah, because nobody else knew about it, bro. I bet you after your social media, they were like, I was like, I could do that. Like, dude, I was blown out of my mind when I saw that. That's awesome that you got to make your own little miniature version of yourself, bro. That's amazing. I want
to check it out.
Like a cool little nifty gift for somebody. Like, here you go, I got you a pop of yourself. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. He got me a pop, actually.
I did.
Which one?
He got me a original Beast from X-Men.
Oh, nice.
Marvel 25 anniversary.
Yeah, it was 20. Yeah, like some anniversary. Yeah, like 25th or 50th anniversary, something like that. I can't remember.
That's how usually
It's been
starts,
around
though.
for a while.
Usually a friend gets you one, and then you start collecting.
Yeah, trust me. After getting that one, I was like, I want to get one I don't want to buy. Like I was thinking that, and I was like, I think that's why. Like I'm saving my money. You never know. I might start getting
like it's very time consuming, and it hurts your wallet sometimes.
That does. Yeah, Funkos they've slowly taken over my life. It started as a gift. You know, my brother came and he gave me one. And then next thing you know, for my birthday, here you go, here's another one. You know, Christmas, here's another one. And people just started giving them to me. And then I started buying them. And I'm like, oh, God. Next thing you know, they're everywhere.
Want to become.
How did this happen?
Dude, like I feel like there's always in generations those things like Beanie Babies were a thing, Cabbage Patch were a thing, Pokemon cards were a thing, Yu-Gi-Oh cards were a thing. Like there's always a thing, you know.
And this is kind of like one of those things though.
Yeah, but I think it's one step cooler because there's so many like different ones, right? Like you have these ones from movies that you probably haven't seen in a long time, or shows you haven't seen in forever, and they just have those characters, and you're like, what? I can't believe that's like it just brings you back to that childhood memory, right?
That's one of the reasons why I started collecting.
Yeah. So what got you into it, by the way?
Honestly, one day, I was in school, like I was at UCLA. That's where I went, and I went to the store. And I'm like, oh, cool. They have like this like cool like little like gift shop or whatever. And then I see this Kobe Bryant Funko Pop, where I didn't know what it was at the time. I was like, what is this? I'm like, this is kind of cool. Should I buy it? Should I not buy it? And I saw like Power Rangers, and I saw all this stuff I grew up on from my childhood. I was like, no, I don't want to start this. This looks stupid. And then I was like, but you know, it's Kobe. He's my hero. I'll just get Kobe. Just Kobe. I'm not going to get anything else. Like, I didn't intend to collect after that. And then the next week, I went to the same store. I'm like, you know what? This Red Ranger is pretty cool. I already have one, and screw it. I'll get this one too. And then it just kept going like that. It's like, no. Like, I'm only going to collect 65, and I'm stopping right there. And then years later, it's like, oh, man, I'm at like 223. But honestly, like, as of 2021, I have the exact number because there's an app where it tracks like every single one that you buy. Well, you can add them yourself, but as of 2021, I have 1,066.
Okay, I have to ask, where do you put them? Do you have like a shelf for them?
I always get this question. They're all over the place. I do have a shelf for them inside a walk-in closet, and then it's kind of like a little, like, I guess, man cave but then all of them don't fit in there, obviously. And then some of them are like out on display in my room, and then I started putting them in these like banker boxes. I don't know if you know what a banker box is. It's like those like where you put like files in there, or you can use it for moving. But I store them in there, and like about like 15 of them like each fit in that box. And as much as I wanted to display it all over, it's like, no, I can't, because I won't be able to move around. It looks like a hot topic in my house if I do that. I should have a room dedicated to it, but I don't have a room dedicated to it yet. So, but eventually,
I mean, if I got into what you were getting into, bro, I would probably be silly and be putting it like right next to my toilet. I mean, or something like that. Like when I brush my teeth, there'd be that little guy, like you just see like Star-Lord right next to my toothbrush. You know, it just would be like right there, like all casual. My wife would be like, "What is this?" Like, it's Star-Lord.
Why are they everywhere?
really are everywhere. It's ridiculous. That's why, like, I don't recommend you collecting anymore. I used to be like, come on, it'd be cool. But now I tell people, don't do it. You're going to end up like this. You're going to look like Hot Topic.
He's like, look, you got to come up with a plan if you're going to do it. Like, if you're really going to get all these, like, you got to come up with that. Like, yeah, because I'm thinking about getting them myself too, and I think they're pretty neat. But I also have that temptation too, like to not be so caught up in getting so many because there's so many good ones. Like I'm looking at his shelf, and I'm looking at so many great ones already, and I'm like, yo, I want that. Yo, yeah, I want.
I wish I could show you the entire collection, but if I were to show you the entire collection, I think that would like take like at least an hour or two to show the entire collection, and plus it's everywhere. So, but it gets ridiculous because they push out a new one like almost every day or every week, and it's from like pop culture or celebrities or anything that's like, I don't know. Their goal is to say that like, everybody's a fan of something, no matter who you are. Like they're gonna like find what you like, and they're gonna make it into a pop, and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna get this. And then they make all the characters, and then they make a lot of variants and a lot of like glow in the darks or hard to find ones. And the value on some of these, like, man, they could pay for college.
I mean, I think they are pretty neat in themselves anyways, because they're the newest type of thing that were out. And I think I'm glad it's not something with technology. It's something more simplistic. Like before, bobbleheads were not a thing. Nobody cared so much about bobbleheads. People were like, bobbleheads or whatever, you know. They were fun to put on the hood of your dashboard of your car or whatever, but they were not everybody's thing. But now, these are not like typical bobbleheads. You're right, pop culture, Rob. That's probably why it's called pop, for the pop culture kind of thing, you know?
Right? Yeah. Recently, I bought one of the lead singer of Metallica, James Hetfield.
Nice, I got that one too.
Awesome. And I seen it, and I'm like, I want it.
Yeah. It's a good little band though.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, there's just so many great ones out there that it's great to have these out there that are not part of the gimmick of like newer phones or newer game systems or all this stuff. Because it's fun to have all these things anyways. They're great to have them, but it's fun to have these things that you can just have yourself.
I mean, literally, there's one from anything, almost any type of fandom or whatever you can think of. They have it, like you said. Yeah. They have
so many Grogu's and Childs. They have like probably like 50 Grogu's and like Batmans.
Bought one for my sister-in-law of Grogu. Yeah. He has the frog in his mouth.
Oh yeah.
My brother bought me like 4 just here. I'm running out of space.
No, but honestly,
okay. So what got you to? It's pretty genius, by the way, that you're putting him on Instagram. You know, because you're building a fan base off of that. So what got you into that?
To make an Instagram on it. Honestly, like I realized, like, wow, like at first I was like, oh, this is cool. Like I want to take a picture of this, maybe do something creative as a hobby. Like me and my friend, we used to even like go out to like different areas or try to make something like more creative rather than just like taking a picture of just the figure inside the box or out of the box. We're like, oh man, I want to do something more to this because I'm a very artsy person. I love being creative. I just can't be plain or just normal or do the typical 9 to 5 thing. I mean, I respect the people who can, but I just can't sit at a desk all day.
Agree, man. Preach, bro. Preach.
Yeah.
I wish I had a desk.
Independent hustle. But yeah, I started posting on my main page, which is Real Lorenzo 3. Not to self-promote my name out there, but
you can do your shout out, bro. You want to do that 50 times? Go for it, bro. We do not care. We want to support and help as much as we can, bro.
We will have a link in the description below.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna put it on our Instagram too. That's for damn sure.
My main account, my personal page, and I realized like, man, like I don't want to like keep posting just like figures on my page because not everybody's into this, or they're gonna think I'm weird or whatever. Because back then, like I started like in my like mid-20s, and I was like, it's kind of weird that like, you know, like a 25-year-old is collecting, I guess, quote unquote toys or whatever. It's just like, I don't know if I want to like let the world know this yet, or because they're starting to ask me like, where do you put all this stuff? Why do you collect this? This isn't cool. This is stupid. I started like getting a few like hate comments, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like maybe find the market. I know there's like a community out there that likes to do this and doesn't mind. So, you know, I started doing it, and I made a page, and I wanted to, you know, do unboxings and help out other fellow collectors, because I started noticing like, wow, like people are actually doing this. The people who made fun of me for this are saying like, oh, dude, can you help me get this? Or when is this dropping? Like the people who didn't like it before are into it now because they're starting to see the value in it and the fun in it too. Because I do it more for the fun rather than the value. Because some of these, a lot of the sneakerheads who flip shoes, like, you know, like resell them, they're starting to get into it too. Because some people can make some decent money. Like they can make like maybe like double the value or triple the value. Like some are even worth like hundreds of dollars and even thousands of dollars. Like that most expensive one, if you're wondering, is Tupac Shakur, the original one. That one came out in 2011. I bought that for about $10 on Amazon, and it's worth about $600 today if I were to sell it. And then I do some that are signed by celebrities.
Now he's gonna try.
Yeah, bro, I'm about to go bankrupt.
Honestly, like Funko has become a stock market itself, where you buy it and you hope the value goes up, or you buy two, like keep one for yourself, and then you try to sell the other one. I mean, I could go on and on for hours about like how to like make profit off Funko, but that could be a whole different interview or video.
Go on, dude. No, geez, please tell. Go on. I need the information.
Hard work and I already took him out of the box.
Damn,
no.
Dude.
That's the thing though. People misunderstand us all the time with Funko, where it's like, oh no, I don't want to take it out of the box because most collectibles you're not supposed to take it out and it decreases value, or you might ruin it. But the reason why they don't tape it is because they're meant to be taken out of the box and put back in the box, so you don't have to worry about that. But the thing that you have to worry about is the box being damaged. That's what the consumer like wants. They want the box to be mint condition, and of course the figure too. But mainly like because of the box, because you can't really tell if the Funko is used or not, because like they don't tape the boxes, and so when people like sell it to you, like, oh, it's brand new. Like, how can you tell it's new? Because like you can't tape. You can actually just put it back in as if you don't know if that person had it for years.
Yeah. I mean, I've taken it out of the box, and I don't think it's ever done any damage to it at all. Like, I mean, I think as long as you don't drop it, you know, I mean, the same thing. You know, as long yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure people are okay, you know, wiping a little dust off of it. You know, not as long as there's nothing scratched up or damaged, I think it'll be fine. Yeah, that's great. Dude, that's awesome. I mean, it sounds like a great opportunity that you started, bro. Like you're probably the original guy. Like you were like, yo, I mean, and you were worried about it, dude. We were the same. I was the same way about my channel, bro. Like doing the channel, I've done like maybe 5-6 channels or something like that, and I kept thinking, oh, maybe it's not gonna work out. I just don't seem to be building that momentum, yada yada yada. But eventually, I realized like if I just stay consistent, stay at it, don't worry about the haters, because the haters are always gonna show up. But there are people also out there who really support you too, or like, oh, I love this. Oh, you got me into this. Yeah. There's those people too. That's why they keep you kind of going in that way, instead of the people who are talking all that smack, you know?
Exactly.
They're just all excuses, but
people that like write a negative comment, but then you see like 50 other good ones, but then you focus on the one where it's like, oh man, that one person, and then like, oh man, I look fat in that video or whatever, and like, are they hating on the product, or I disagree, like, or they make some sort of like hate where like they try to make you feel bad for themselves. You know, I realize like, wait, it's just a reflection of who they are, or they want to be you, or they just, or sometimes they do. Sometimes haters do tell the truth, because sometimes you get a lot of like yes people. But for me, like I'm always very blunt, but I try to be constructive criticism is what I like to do. Where I may say like, oh man, that sucked, but if you do it this way, that might improve it, rather than just saying, oh, that sucked, f you, you know.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I agree with that. Negative comments, they're not. My wife has been going into it for her channel. A lot of people say a lot of bad reviews. They say like a lot of things. They say, oh, why don't you do this? Oh, why are you doing this and that? But and there's that focus on it. But it's like I tell her too, like you don't need to focus on that because they're going to exist. These people are not doing what you're doing. You're doing something they're hating that you're doing. And as much as you want to be like, oh, I need to deal with this, oh, or I need to confront it, that's beneath you. Because you're right now, you're trying to build on your success. And these kids that don't know nothing, these are kids at a school bully yard coming around telling you like, oh, you look stupid, but they don't know anything about you. They just are judged based on whatever they're wanting to judge, but at the same time, they don't have the guts to do what you're doing. So it's like you got to give yourself like that's what I think. It's like more credit for people out there who are doing what they're doing, like artists and people on social media, people like you and all that. Yeah, try and take the risk rather than worry about the people saying things. People are gonna say things, but who doesn't believe that there's some bad in the world with good? There's always gonna be some bad things. There's gonna be criticism when it comes with compliments.
Definitely.
I mean, you're gonna have tell you, "Oh, good job," and then you're gonna have a bunch of people tell you, "Oh, that sucked."
Yeah.
You gotta take the good with the bad.
Yeah, you're a perfect example, dude. People were probably talking all that smack, and look, you're building on your success, dude. On top of that, you have your other social media, and you have a lot of people you know there who are very successful. Like you graduated at UCLA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you're a success story. You're doing your fun part while doing your job. Like that's the crazy thing. You're doing your work at the same time doing what you love, and also at the same time doing something as a side project. You're a hustler, brother.
Yeah, definitely, man. Entrepreneurship. I love working for myself.
Yeah, dude. Also, I heard you're a wrestling fan, bro. I heard you're a fan of the new school.
NXT. I didn't seen that.
Yeah, dude. I remember. I'm an old school guy, bro. I used to watch Stone Cold Triple H. Yeah, so you know how it is, bro. Back in the era where Attitude, bro, it was the best. Mick Foley was insane. So back what we were talking about. So yeah, I hear you're a big wrestling fan. I'm a big wrestling fan. Old school all the way. I don't know about the new school to be honest, because I feel like nowadays it's about gimmicks. A little more like it's about, just dressing and appearance more than it is about what it was before.
Yeah.
Where it was like that attitude. I guess you just can't bring it back. I guess it was just during that generation,
Oh, definitely. Like, especially with this generation. I don't think they could handle what was going on back then in the Attitude Era. And a lot of people would be, it'd be a cancel culture if they did that today.
yeah, definitely. Especially with everything. Yeah, now, with the PC culture, definitely would have gotten up on them. Like, you can't dress this woman this way.
Yeah.
That is offensive.
Yeah. It's a lot more violent, too, like, back then. Like, now it's like, wait a minute, this is wrestling. It should be violent. But, like, they're like, no, we have to make it PG and kind of violent, but do more talking.
Yeah. Okay. So go back to it again. What we were talking about. Yeah, dude, you're doing success on your own free will, which is great. Like, by the way, like you're keeping at it for 2021 as well, right?
Yeah, definitely, man. Like, I'm actually gonna probably stop by Hot Topic later today to get the M&M Funko Pop.
That's what's up. Oh, I can't wait for that.
Man, I'm gonna buy another one today.
Dude, that's gonna be exciting, man.
Well, it just came out. It just dropped this morning, so I'm like, all right, I gotta get one of those.
What does it look like, by the way?
It's actually his character from 8 Mile, B Rabbit.
Oh, I like that. I thought I was gonna go for the typical blonde highlight one with him, like the Slim Shady. Yeah, please stand up video.
got the licensing rights to do that yet, because it doesn't even say Eminem on there. It says B Rabbit from 8 Mile. So they don't. It's not like officially Eminem, but it's his movie character. But it's Eminem.
Work around.
Wait, hold on. They block you. They censor you for stuff like that. That's interesting, man.
Yeah,
I didn't
because
know
like
that.
the thing with Funko, they have to license it from the company or the celebrity themselves. And the reason why these things can be worth so much is because they take away the license and they can no longer make that style of the pop. So that's why the value goes up, and people are like, oh, they don't make this anymore. So I'm going to sell it for $50, $60, $1,000. And people buy it for some reason because, they can't find it. They need to add it to their collection. They're like, well, I have this one, but I need the original one too.
Like, do you have a them, by the way, or you just like is there like a regular guy goes into the store, buys it? Like, you don't have like any kind of like connections to the pop corporations in any kind of way. I don't know if they're like named
Oh
pop
yeah,
corporations.
they should be paying me because I've influenced like maybe at least 50 people to get into it. I wish I was sponsored by them, but I don't think they do sponsors. They haven't hit me up for anything, but it would be cool maybe one day, because they do have a documentary movie that they had, and they showed like all the celebrity collectors and like some of like there's even like more top influencers than me who collect these, and I was like, man, like I wish I was in that.
Well, you should be. I mean, you're already at the thousandth department. I mean, that's a commitment in itself, bro. Like, not everybody would go that far. Some people would just be like, I'm done. That's it. Like, I'm only gonna go for 40, not even 40, 20. That's it. No, it's not enough room in my soul. But people are like, yo, I'm gonna do. I feel like there's potential here, and you
Yeah,
sure enough got a fan base, bro.
definitely. I'm still underground. I'd like to hit more numbers and like do more. I mean, I should be making more video content. I stopped because I got so busy.
Bro. No, it takes work, man. No doubt about it. Like, for us to do this, we have to do this like on once in a full moon and get a whole bunch of video recording, and then we have to do. And just as crossing our fingers that this recorded our audio and everything is fine. Like we have
I
those moments now where we Skyped each other and we were doing videos and we were doing beatdown episodes and we had this really great whole conversation, and then I come back and I try to go back to press play and there's no sound or it can't play, and I'm like, all that work for nothing. And then we have to redo it. Like, we just did it all and we can't do it again. Let's just try something different. So we know what it feels like to have to stay consistent with your like commitment on like your recordings. But yeah, you should get your face out there, bro, because the more people know you on a personal level, dude, everything I've seen some of your Instagram posts, some of them are personal, and I like it. The sentiment when people put out their own like personality into their social media, that's how they grow.
Yeah,
I feel like that's how Todd grows, that's how Kevin Hart grows. It's more relatable. Yeah, they start seeing who you are, like that authenticity. You're not that they know you from the ground up, not that like typical, oh, you kept yourself a secret and now you're like one of those high maintenance persons that grow up in success and stuff like that. When you're actually just telling you, hey, this is who I am. This is who I am. Like, I love this stuff. I do this as a hobby. I put it out there. If people love what I do, then people love what I do.
yeah.
Yeah. Dude, like honestly, I wish you continued success because you're doing great work on this Instagram. And if you don't continue doing the pop thing, the Funko Pops, and you try something else, let me know. We'll put you back on the show. We'll do a shout. We'll talk about your new project, whatever you want to do, bro. Like, honestly, like we're gonna support whoever we can as much as we can, bro.
Likewise, man. You guys got my support, and I'm always doing like something different all the time. Like James would know. Like, you've known me for like how long now? Like maybe like 12 something years, something like that. And like I was doing music before this.
Oh,
I was doing music. I'm still doing like a little bit of acting. But right now my profession actually, I write comedy, and like I actually work for like a high profile celebrity, which I don't know if I could name, but I write comedy skits for him, and then other people hit me up to write stuff, and I'm currently trying to write my own TV show that I'm trying to put out right now, but I don't want to say too much about it yet because it's always changing. But it definitely deals with the pandemic, and it's gonna be relatable, and it's a dark comedy, is what I'll say.
I mean, that's awesome. Like, I'm excited about that. Like, that sounds like a really great idea, bro.
Thank you.
It's definitely relatable, especially with like situations that
Yeah.
obviously happen in the household and stuff or anything else. It's like
Yeah,
it's perfect. Especially
pretty much.
since
Like,
people are
I'll
starting
say
out.
this though, like if you ever just like had a job and there's always that one person that like every single job like always has a, excuse my cursing, there's always like an asshole at a job. That's what inspired me to write this comedy, but then also built around 2020 and how that year went, and like just it's pretty much like if you were to watch this like 10 years 10 years from now and we're like, oh, that's what happened in 2020, but not, maybe not exactly, because like I'll probably put some twist to it, and it's from my perspective. But yeah, like I'm really excited about it. I'm still working on the pilot.
Well, that's great. Like the fact that you're getting it and you're moving forward on it, that's the best thing. People that like a lot of people like to talk, sometimes you have an idea. I've had hundreds of ideas. Believe me, I've said like 100 things that I said I was gonna do, and I was like, I'm gonna do it, and then I don't do it. But I also realize like at the same time there are gonna be moments when you're gonna say things you think you're gonna do, and then there are gonna be ones that you're gonna do. As long
Yeah,
as you start getting into it, you stay consistent, you're gonna feel like it, and you're building on it. You're already writing a whole damn pilot. Damn, bro, you're already on it. What do you have to say for the people out there who want to build on their success as well, since you're building on your success right now?
you just gotta stay persistent. Consistency is very key. Um, Try to network as much as you can. Build authenticness. Just be you. Like honestly, as cheesy as that is, like because people can see through if you're trying to be somebody else, or if you're just trying to be, oh, I'm so cool, or just on here just to brag. Like, don't do that. Just do what you love, and the success will find you rather than like you just trying so hard to find the success. Because sometimes, like myself, I didn't realize, like, man, like this is I wasn't aiming for this to be a successful thing. I just started doing it because I loved it so much, and then people saw how real I was with it. Like, wow, he really likes this. And if you could do that, find something that you just really enjoy, and like you don't like focus on the fame or focus on the money right away. At least, I mean, if you want all that, I mean, that's cool to have. But if you just show the people that I really am genuine with what I believe in, then more people will come through and support you. And because people, like they like to have like, the reason why we go see movies is sometimes we just want to like escape from reality. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I started collecting pops. I wanted to escape reality, or I just wanted to have reminders of nostalgia. And I don't know, it's all about like the emotion you can capture for people, and then if they can relate to it, because I mean, we're all human here. I'm pretty sure that we've felt a lot of the same emotions no matter what you've been through, where it's like, yeah, I could relate to that. I've seen that, or that does suck. I've been there. I mean, if you could like get that with your audience, they'll stick with you. They'll support you, and hopefully, you keep going. And I definitely support you guys, man. Like I like what you're doing so far.
And yeah, we started with this when we did the beatdown episode. Me and my boy were just randomly talking about like what are we gonna do together, because we knew we wanted to work together, but we were like, what are we gonna do consistently? What are we both into that we can both do together consistently? And we were like something with comic books, and we were like, okay. So we started off with like who was our guys, and he was Wolverine, I was the Batman, and I felt like that was where we just knew that we wanted to continue doing this. We're not at the high numbers right now, but I just have a feeling potentially that what we're doing would get to that point. So it's like we're going to stay consistent with it, and that's what I love about.
Try to find the right formula.
Yeah, and we're I think we're doing
Find
pretty
what
well.
works.
Yeah, but okay. So just to end it on a note, why don't you tell us your where we can reach you at social media wise again, so that way people know where they can hit you up on Instagram, so they can also see these cool Funko Pops that you collected, like all these awesome ones that you have on there that I keep seeing all every day. They're amazing, by the way.
Yeah. Well, my Funko Instagram is Zoku Pop Videos, and then if you want to follow my main account where you see my entertainment world or just my personal life, it's at Real Lorenzo 3.
Okay, all right. All right. Is there other way you can reach you, like on maybe Sky? I mean, not Skype, like Snapchat or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I don't do Snapchat anymore. But I have Twitter. It's also Real Lorenzo 3. And as far as Facebook, I don't really use Facebook. I just use it just like personal for like family.
I agree with that, brother. All right, so you guys got all that information. Now you know where to reach him. You guys should honestly follow this boy. This dude has got amazing Funko Pops. He's got amazing photos with a lot of a lot of celebrities and stuff like that. Yeah. He's also a fun dude. You would love to get to know him on Instagram. So if you guys get a chance, please follow him on there. Thank you so much for doing this interview with us and being on Burning Breezes episode. I think this is our 10th episode.
Wow. Thank you guys. It was an honor to be on.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's our 10th episode. You got to do it. Yeah,
yes.
Awesome. All right. All right. So we really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. We're gonna end it on this note. If you guys like this video, please share, subscribe to the channel, show some love. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Catch you guys later. Peace.